Down 2, down 3. All right, motor quit. Flaps back up. All right, controls are free and clear. Instruments are set. Local altimeter 3000. Heading checks out. Yes, fuel on the left tank. Fuel pressure is good. Fuel pressure is good on pump 2. Avionics are set. All right, transponder to on. Set 1200. Radios are set.
Atis Delta, now current altimeter 29er, 9er, 9er.
All right, altimeter is now 29er, 9er, 9er. Set. Engine instruments back on. Okay, we've got tower on both radios. COM 1 is on COM 1, and we're on a tower frequency, 23.7. All right, that's all set. All right, close the canopy. For a run up, okay. All right, 1700 RPM.
Well, thank you very much.
Ignition 1 check. Ignition 2 check. On ECU 1. ECU 2. Ignition 1. Ignition 2. Back to ECU 2. Fuel pump on. Pump 1. Pump 2. Both pumps are working. Cylinders are coming up. EGTs are coming up. Everything looks good. 14.3 volts. Amps looks good. Oil pressure is up to 78. Everything is in the green. Obviously no carburetor heat to check in this here airplane. All right, seat belts are on, locked tight. Canopy is latched. Safety latch in, very important today. Some fresh air vents are open. Okay, canopy's latching. We are ready to go. Let's give tower a call. And Waukesha Tower, RV 526 Tango is ready at 28. We'd like to take off, make a left turn out, and circle over the airport overhead at 4,000 feet for about 15 minutes.
Terminal RV 526 Tango, runway 28, clear for takeoff, left turn out approved.
Okay, clear for takeoff 28 with a left turn out for 526 Tango, thank you. Okay, we are clear for takeoff. Boost pumps on, lights are all on, ignition's on, ECU's on. Cabin heat is off, very important. And here we go, right into the sun, of course. All right, just a little bit of power, airspeed's alive. Tail's coming up already. A little more power. And we're flying. Prop governor's holding good, 2680. Accelerating through 90 knots. Just a little bit of nose down trim. And everything looks good. Climbing through 1,300 feet, 95 knots. Everything is still in the green. Now we're going to make a slight left turn here. No traffic. So we're going to keep it limited to 10 degrees of bank right now. All right, cylinders are really taking off for the roof here. We're going to go ahead and throttle her back here. All right, yeah, that cylinder crept over 500 degrees there pretty quick in a hurry, so we're going to bring the power right back. Now it's coming right back down. All right, cylinders are coming down at this point. Yeah, they're back down into the 470 range. We're going to go ahead and continue the flight test here. Throttle, we're going to bring the RPM back just a little bit. We're going to see what that does to the cylinder temps. Make a left turn here to stay within the airport area. All right, cylinder temps are still getting quite up there. Even at this reduced power setting, they're still climbing up into the 470 range. So I'll tell you what, save wear and tear on this engine. We're going to go ahead and cut this test flight short. I'm just going to make a quick turn to the right here, do some basic controllability checks. Things seem pretty well okay. We're going to make one more circuit of the airport. Now we're not going to have the benefit of the performing a more thorough flight test, but that's okay. We've got enough to know just basic controllability is working. Pitch feels good. Nose up and nose down. Yaw feels.
26 Tango, do you have a transponder?
Yes, ma'am. We're squawking 1200. Are you receiving us?
Negative. I'm not showing any readout for you.
Okay, that's why we test fly these things. We'll get Skycom to take a look at that. And we're right over the top right now. We're having engines running just a little bit red here, so we're going to cut this one short. I'd like to just enter a downwind from here, come back around and land.
26 Tango, runway 28, cleared to land. And do you need any assistance?
No, ma'am, no assistance. It's running just fine. The cylinders are just a little warm.
Roger.
Buckshot Towers, Cessna 6549 Delta, about 8 to the west with Delta inbound full stop.
All right, we're slowing it way down here.
Cessna 6549 Delta,
Cylinders are looking good. They're back down below 4 1/4.
And a left downwind for 28, 49 Delta.
So we've got the power reduced way down there to about 10 inches. That probably has a lot to do with it. Now we're going to go ahead and circle around the left here and enter downwind. Give it just a little bit more power here, about 14 inches. Keep our speed up. The airplane flies quite nicely. Very well behaved. Doesn't seem to have any tendency to overbank, overroll the way some RVs do.
Wind 2904.
All right, we're beam the numbers. We're going to start reducing power. We're at 90 knots. We'll go one notch of flaps. All right, this flap mechanism here never quite seems to want to cooperate with me. airspeed is 80 knots. We're well within the arc, but the flaps are refusing to go down, even by holding the, oh, there it goes. There's a notch of flaps. We'll trim some out. There's 80 knots.
500.
500 feet. We're on speed, 75 knots. All right, I've got 10 degrees of flaps. It won't go any lower than that, so we're just going to go ahead and land it with 10 degrees of flaps. We got about 8,000 feet of runway here, so nothing to worry about. All right, gas fullest tank, undercarriage down and welded mixture, no such thing. Full rich, props full forward, pumps on, seat belts and switches, final check. All right, wipe the power off. And we are down.
Tango, you going back to parking?
Yes, ma'am, back to the Southwest GA hangars. Thanks for your help.
Thanks, Terminal 26 Tango, taxi to parking via Bravo.
Parking via Bravo for 26 Tango, thank you. All right, we're going to clear the runway here. Now we're going to stop and get her configured. All right.
49 Delta, runway 28,
runway.
clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28, 49
Landing
Delta.
lights off. All right.
Waukesha Tower, Skylane 91552, 10 miles to the southwest, en route to Capitol. At 2,500 feet, I'd like to go through your airspace.
Skyline 91552, Waukesha Tower, transition to Capitol, approved, altimeters 29er, 9er, 9er.
29er, 9er, 9er, 91552.
Viper 2236, Waukesha ground runway 28, taxi via Echo Alpha Foxtrot, cross 18 to Delta.
Anybody want to ride? All right, that oil temp is still stuck at 237. The cylinders have come back down. I did not note the oil temp. I was watching the oil cylinders, but it was all at 240. We were coming around, so that's definitely something we're going to have to note. Fuel pressure is still good. Oil pressure, everything is still good. Oil pressure is kind of coming down now, probably owing to the temperature getting so high. So we're going to go ahead and turn the engine off here using the ignition. Strobe lights off. Pull the ECU power here so we can leave everything running.